What's the move behind that? Tax play, weather, girls, beach.
Yeah,
taxes. All the above.
Taxes is a big one because Canada, you just get wrecked. And it was kind of a preemptive move. Like, okay, I'm going to be launching new offers in the future and scaling that up. So I want to really establish my tax residency somewhere else. And the big appeal, though, with Panama is you only have to spend 1 day out of the year there, and you can keep your residency. So I can go travel wherever. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
So I can go travel wherever, and as long as I have my residency there, it's like you only got to be 1 day. So that was big. And then the same time zone as Eastern Standard Time, which is great. What else? Latinos. That's always a plus. And
Latinos.
I've never really heard anybody choose Panama though. It's usually like
Dubai.
Paraguay, Dubai, other places like that. Like what sparked the Panama? Was you just on Twitter like, oh, this seems cool? I've read a thread about it.
Well, I hired a consultant, Bowtied Globe. He's a G. Would recommend. He presented me with all the options, and the big appeal with Panama was it's a flight hub too. So I don't gotta I can get a direct flight to Miami or wherever, so that was a big appeal. And
what do you mean? That is Miami, bro.
Oh, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I was in Panama for like 8 hours on a layover. No, like 2 hours on a layover. It was pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
interesting.
How do you go from 8 to 2?
I don't know. I already told you guys I'm in the gutter right now.
Brain is not working.
But dude, I was flying over the land, and it's just like such a culture shock, you know?
Yeah.
The poverty level there is like crazy to think about.
Yeah.
I was in Costa Rica for a couple months, but the people are so happy there. Like they have no money, they're living on a shack with like metal walls, and they're just like the happiest people.
That's what I noticed when I was in Vietnam. Same thing, man. Vietnam, Thailand, all those places, like they're just super happy. You know, and then you look at the average person in Canada or America, they're just stressed out of their mind and fucking.
That's why quality of life is such a weird statistic.
Yeah.
Because if you look at anything measurable, they're going to say United States, these developed countries have the highest quality of life, but people are miserable. Like the person in the U.S. making like 60 grand who has a boss they hate versus the person in Panama who has like his own like local fruit stand. Yeah. He's way happier. So like who actually has a better life? I guess in your experience being down in Panama versus what part of Canada were you from?
British Columbia, near Vancouver.
What's the biggest difference with the people around?
Definitely, the people in Panama or Latin America in general, they're very extroverted, very forward, and very direct, and they like to party. They fucking go crazy, man. They got this thing called a Chiba bus where you go on. It's got stripper poles and music, and you got like 40 people on it. They got a bartender, and they're just driving around like crazy, dude. The music's blasting. But yeah, people in Canada, it depends where you go. I find the colder the weather, the more like closed off or like introverted people are. It's kind of weird. Where I'm from, Kelowna, it's like California in the summer. A lot of like partying, shit like that. Like influencer types there. But
why do you say it like that?
You're an influencer, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a creator.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.